welcome back guys to my channel. As you can see, you may be wondering why you're seeing my feet. Well, I don't know, I just kind of like it. I think it's kind of cute. So as you know, this is Mommy Green here, hi, and that's Daddy Green over there.
We're still at the park, chilling, but now we are inside the car, trying to keep warm, as usual.
Okay, alright, enough. Alright, so it's sunny outside, nice. But anyway guys, I think my feet is cute, right? I think it's cute. Nice, cute little feet. Okay, so I don't know what we're gonna talk about. Like, I don't know. Maybe we talk about how we met. Yeah, we're gonna talk. Yes, I think that's an interesting topic. How we met. Okay, how we met. Interesting, right? Alright, how we met. Okay guys, so the topic is about how we met. How we met, Green, how we met.
I totally don't remember.
Shame on you, so if you remember. Well, I don't know. When I talk how we met, if you not go so near, go so, alright? So while chilling here, lie down now, nothing for do. I gotta think about and remember. Alright, how we met. Well, we're like, it wasn't any strange or anything, for sure. That's one. We're both from Central Village. Was basically like my neighbor kinda, but like I was like more restricted kind of girl growing up because my dad is so strict. Everyone know Pastor Sapperton, Central Village church girl, pastor, bishop, whatever you want to call him, man, you know. So I grew up in the church, but sneaky. Yeah, kind of live two lives. That's why I said it doesn't matter how you, like, as a parent, like, you're strict, you're gonna like have a different life outside, which was that kind of girl. However, Gary, yeah, I used to have this friend, you know, back in Central Village. I used to have a lot of friends when I used to keep friends, you know. And I used to go to this house, which I love go there, and I respect those people up until today, even though we don't really like touch base often. Not gonna call names, but they know themselves, you know. I still respect them even though we don't really like touch base, because everyone grew up and doing, you know, whatever. So I used to go over that house, and that's where I later read. But I know Gary before that, right? So I used to go over that house that I'm saying, and he always just sit there watching TV, and he always like annoys the shit out of me. Like whenever, like, I'm like, when I said to my friend, I'm like, you know nowhere to go. Why am I always there? So I know say me had the cross, but I said, why am I always there? So every day I watch TV and I eat out your food. And that time I have no idea he was gonna basically be my husband, or not even husband. Like, didn't even know like we're gonna actually like you know, friends, because we're basically like friends, and then we're, you know, whatever. So like going over there, I saw him, as I said before, sitting there all the time, like basically every day, and I'm like, you know, why is he always here? And I cannot get to talk my girly stuff with my friends and stuff like that because he's there. So yeah, and we always literally like make fun too, like, you know, girly we always talk, we chat them. Yeah, that's how we were chat him. So, and then I realized after a day, I went over there, and I was wearing a skirt. That's how it all started. I was wearing a little jean skirt, and I took off a lot of weight because my weight always up and down. I was like this skinny, and I was fixing the skirt, and it was short, and I was wearing the undershorts underneath. And I don't think you remember, but I really remember. That's when I really think.
I don't remember the undershorts.
Well, me remember. So I think that's weird, because he's a man, right? And he's going to fast one look. And I was complaining or something about something about my skirt or something, and I see you, and I wasn't doing that to get his attention. So don't you ever think that I was doing. I wasn't even doing that because at that time I don't like him like that. But it's weird. Even though I didn't like him like that, there was something, maybe some connection that's bigger than me that I don't even know that there's connection there that I don't even realize. You get that, right? So while I was there fixing my underwear, whatever it is, I saw he was like looking. I think he said something, not sure, because I don't really care at the time. I was in my own world.
I did say something.
What did he say?
I think where you were going at that time,
I was on the move. I was going to check the people ever, you know.
So I think you were asking your friend about the underwear at the time. And then eventually I was there and I saw the underwear. And I said something about the underwear.
Yeah, but what did he say? Because I don't like...
I literally don't remember 100%, but I know I did make a comment about the underwear.
Okay, whatever, but I don't remember.
It was a good comment though, I think.
I don't remember if it's good or bad because it just doesn't stick. Because at that point, it's not a here nor there to me because I'm on the move to go and check my people. You know what I mean when I say the people? Because like we're not in nothing, right? I'm just doing my thing. So whatever he says, it doesn't matter at the time. So I don't remember. So next,
well, I guess it matters because I'm here today.
Well, you know, but like moving along from that, the skirt drama there, we were still like seeing and said hi, whatever and stuff like that, and that's how we become close because he always at my friend's house and I always pop on there, you know, because we're all in like a circle, like we're just like a lane apart, but even though it's a lane apart, I can still see over his house. If I go over my dad's backyard, I can still see. So I have this other friend, you know, that always braided my hair at the time, and both of them houses like close. So that's like another close contact with him. So every time I go over there, because it's like 3 houses, like 1, 2, 3. So you will be the third. The house that I do my hair would be in the middle. And for those of you watching, know exactly what I'm saying in Central Village, Andrews Lane I'm talking about, right? So yeah, so I always go over her house and get my hair done. And so he's not at the house that I get my hair done, but he's beside that house because I said he's the third one right there I'm talking about. So every time when I look over there, I always see this man sweep. This man sweep one spot too much time, it's crazy. And I said to the person that braided my hair, I'm like, then I was sweeping 7 minutes to my sweep. Yeah, but all those times it's not like I have a hit on him or nothing. Truly, but me not know. It's just like, I don't know, maybe God, the universe, I don't know what you call it. Work, but him always a sweep and that draw my attention. I'm like, oh, we must sweep 7 minutes. And she said to me, I saw him love sweep, man. Every minute I saw him sweep. Anyway, so all those things is like connection, and I don't know how it happened. So it moved from that now, seeing him, so till someone told me, you know, we start to inquire now. For what reason, me don't know. Start to inquire now. What make him so slim? What make him so skinny? Even though he's always a skinny person, but I'm like, and then I hear it like, oh, he's sick, blah blah blah. You know, Jamaicans, once I take off weight, then say AIDS. I don't know what cause it, but once I take off weight, then say AIDS. And I'm say, I hate him, and blah 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 blah. All rumors, because you're gonna hear stuff. That's village and everywhere around the world. Anyway, I don't know. So that never scared me or nothing. It's just neither here nor there to me. But as somebody that I know along when he was like good and everything, named Gary, you know, because back. Like rewind to all the way back. When I was younger, like way younger, before I have my first son, because my son is now 21. He was like always cleaning his car and stuff like that. And at that time, he was in a relationship. I was in a relation both. Kidding, a relationship also. And but I didn't have my kid yet. And he will see me and he will say hi to me. I look and said hi to but just never stand and talk together. But all those times I think there was something there that we both don't know, right? So that's before I actually have my first son. All right. Then I remember after I have my first son now, then my second son, he's still there cleaning his car and stuff like that. That time, man, hot, you know. The time them a burn up road, you know. Yeah, man. Then the time them man full of jewel and girl and woman, what type you call it, you know. And time them me, little and young and fool. I'm saying I'm fool because I'm so mature, but either one is fool, but it's still mature and know enough. Say, oh, you know, you can't tell them look a pretty boy, you don't want nobody. We don't want to go see people pick me and mash them up. Now I got that away me I say, you know, because he's full of drill. He does look like a player, right? Basically, that's the word I'm looking for. Like a player. So I'm like, you can't fool me. Your car,
The time wasn't right.
your car and your jewel or job or whatever you have, no fool is a girl. I'm a love cute man. Just so you go. But he never grabbed me. Alright? Alright. Moving along.
But you were scared at the time to be used. You know, so
Yeah.
maybe at that time you might be a notch in the belt.
Well, nothing before time, and if I saw, wanna be the first, definitely wanna be the last, right? So anyway, after that, now what happened? I'm gonna let him talk, but I'm talking my part. Maybe his part, maybe will be in another video, but I'm just gonna continue because to and from, like, you know, it's gonna complicate things. So after that, there was like a night. I don't think we were actually like getting like intimately yet, no. But I think there was like someone died around the lane. And I think they have some memorial or some party, whatever. I don't remember what it was, but it was something pertaining to the person that passed. And they were having like this big party and stuff. And on the common, everybody knew of common, ball grown, Angels Lane. And it was like so nice, you know, and everyone enjoying themselves. And I was there with this person, not gonna call his name. I think he passed. May his soul rest in peace. I was just having fun. I'm like a free spirit person and jovial. So me dancing with a male, it doesn't mean that person is like intimately have nothing going on, you know. So even that person maybe have that thing in his head. For me, it's not. But either way, we were both dancing on the ball field because I'm under like Magnum or Smirnoff. That's what I used to like to drink, right? And I was drinking that. I'm feeling nice, and I was there going on and dancing with that person. Pity did I know he was watching, because I know this is because he told me. So pity did I know that he was watching, and I'm not again doing this to get his attention because I have no idea, right? It's just everything is working, right? So yeah. So I was on the ball field, ball ground, as he said back home, dancing with that person, not in like any derogative way or stuff like that, because I'm not that kind of, you know. So I was just dancing there, enjoying myself, basically. And then I didn't know he was watching, as I said. And then after, I don't know, maybe I think when we started to get close, he was saying that he feels some kind of way.
Yeah, but even though at that time, when I was watching, I still never believed, like, I didn't really have any feelings. There was an inner feeling there, but I just don't know what it was at the time. You understand? I just did not know what it was at that time.
Yeah. But something was going on.
Something
but
was there,
something was there.
but we...
Yeah.
Because I still was like 100% interested
Yeah.
at the time. But for some reason I was just watching you and kind of feeling a bit jealous too at the time with the person you were dancing with. So I don't know where that come from, but it was just there.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. It happens, right? And then I don't know how long after that. Yes.
Funny enough, I was the one who followed you home that night too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that just now, because I'm like, I don't remember if it's the same exact night, but I remember you followed me like about 2 times.
Yeah, because the same friend that I'm always at her house asked me to follow.
Yeah, because it's through my little lane. Everybody know that little lane there, that little narrow lane beside the workshop. Then say pay dopey in there. We don't know dopey, them say a ghost, people that pass, right? But Jamaicans we say dopey. So them always would tell me, oh, I pay dopey in the early, you know, so me no afraid. So and it dark.
But that night when I follow you, I would just follow you around.
So yes, the person told him like to follow me because it was like pretty late, basically almost morning. And he followed me. Listen this. He followed me. But he didn't come in.
No.
He didn't that first time. Listen, he followed me and he didn't come in, which I didn't want him to come in at that time though. Listen, I know it wasn't, but listen, at that time when he followed me, we like, I don't know, we didn't, it's not like I was feeling, literally, this is it. I feel like the feeling that I had that time is like a friend. I take him for like a friend feeling. But you know what I mean? But even though like I'm not naive, even though like I have that friend feeling, I'm like, he's a man. So because I know he kind of have a little something, you know, when I feel a little something different them long time as I told before kids. But me and I'm in denial like, oh, friend. So even if he come in, I'm like, there's nothing gonna happen. Like, we're friends. That's how I have it in mind, and I think that's how we have in mind too.
I wasn't thinking that way either.
See?
I just followed me as a friend.
Yeah, and he followed me to the gate, basically.
Asked me to.
Yeah, so he followed me to the gate like a gentleman, and then he just said good night, and then he left. And I waited until I closed my door, and then he left, and that's it. And then we started like talk. Like whenever we see each other, we talk, because he always at my friend's house, and we're all friends, so we always just talk like for days. We just talk, pure shit, like just talk. And then there's another time something keep again around the same area, Andrews Lane, and then he followed me again. That's it. And when he followed me, I don't think that was the time. No. You followed me again, but it wasn't that time. No.
It was Christmas Eve, no.
Yes, that's when the magic happened. No, that's when the magic happens. So.
And it's the same friend again.
The same friend, because that day, that Christmas Eve.
She was leaving the other day.
Yes.
To go away.
Yes, and that day, it was like in the evening basically, and I remember I was home because I mostly lock in my house like all day basically, and then come out in the evening when the sun go down, kinda. I don't know what for it. So anyway, when I get out, I was heading to my friend's house. Listen this good. So I get out my little lane. I was heading around to Andrews Lane, and then when I look at the woodwork shop, when I look at the barber shop right at the front, I saw him was sitting there. I don't remember if anyone else was there, but
yes, it was me and the same friend.
So okay, so that I was going to her house, and then she was there with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. So it's coming back now, guys. It's a long time, so it's coming back. But I remember I get out. I went, said I'm going to go all the way around to her, and then I saw him. So you see, I don't remember what he did. He was with the same friend that I was about to check her out. And then I stopped, and so three of us was there now, like just talking, just vibes in. We're just there vibes in for hours, and then she left us because she was going away the next day, and she left us, and we sat there, both of us, and we talked for hours and hours till morning. Guys, I know this happened to people too, but like we sat there like before 7 in the evening. And we were there until the next morning. I'm saying the next morning till about almost 4.
Yeah, about 4.
Yeah, we were there. We were just, and up to today, if you ask me, I don't know about him, what we were talking about, I can't recall. I can't recall what I was talking about.
And even though we were talking until that hours, they were like still nothing in terms of like we thinking about us.
No.
Because it's not like we were looking
at each other. We were just talking like random stuff.
Just random talking. We weren't like, even looking at each other at the time.
So I can't like put my hands on like exactly. So it's just random stuff. Like whatever comes. We were just talking, but it was very interesting, I guess, to keep us there talking because I don't know. So anyway, get late now, and I feel confident because I trust him. I know him for a long time. I know the type of person he is and stuff. So it's like he's gonna follow me obviously to my house, and he did. And that time in my head now, he's gonna do what he always do, like just follow me and then
but this time
and then go. And this time
I said I'm coming.
Little did I know he's gonna like stay. Okay, right? Still didn't like scare me like, okay, what he's doing here, he's not gonna stay. It was nothing like that. I welcome him. He come in, close my door and everything in there. And I feel comfortable, still feel like we're friends. So he come in and he was there he's a TV person until today. Likes to watch TV. And he was just there like chilling, watching TV. At that time, I want to sleep. And how I really like practice myself the moment I get in. I don't know if like other people like me out there like this, but how I practice myself, once I get in, I have to take everything off, like my clothes, everything off to feel free, right? And I always like to sleep in my birthday suit, right? But because he's there and he's not like, you know, my man or anything like that, I was so uncomfortable, want to take off my clothes. I feel like I was like suffocating because I want to strip and I couldn't. So anyway, I was like, you're gonna watch TV? And he was like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay. And I remember I took out a sheet set and I'm like, here you go. Because I think he's gonna like stay in the chair because I just have that little room at the time. I was working on the rest of the house, but that was the only section that was done. So I gave him that sheet and said, you can have that sheet. And then I feel bad because he was in that chair. Then I'm like, you can lie on the bed, this side here. You can lie on the bed. And he took the sheet, didn't say anything. He literally took the sheet. And then he's like, okay, when I'm ready, I'm going to come, man. It's all right. Me now, still in my clothes. I know it's going to be the longest morning as much as a morning because I'm going to sleep and knock out. So me lie down over the next side of the bed because at the time I have a queen size bed. And I lie down over the and him over the next side when him coming at the bed. So I give him sheet. So me know in my sheet, him in a film sheet and me still sweater. Yeah man. Then afterward no.
I didn't go on a no sheet.
Then no, you
I
know.
didn't go on a no sheet. You give me the sheet, I was there. I was sitting on the front of the bed watching the TV. And then you wrap up in your sheet, say down to your bed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just there watching TV, and then that's when things start to click in my brain.
Because I wasn't sleeping. Because I was there lying down still, like thinking, sleeping, like trying to process stuff. Like, what is he up to? Because I didn't, like, I honestly, when you're sleeping but sleeping in one eye open, that was basically it. So I was sleeping in one eye open and I'm like, Jamaican man, street man, I think say you are going to want to come get in my whatever. And then you go walk and tell people. Because that's how, like, they are, right? And I was just there and I'm like, may I said for you, but we're a friend, you're not supposed to. But I feel like a different something more than a friend. Something, but I don't know. You feel it. Woman intuition, I don't know. You feel something alright. But either way, while lying down there, because I said I was sleeping and I always sit like this. Look, I can make you talk, man. I'm always sit like this, people. Like so. I always sit like so. When I sit like so, I'm cover up. I just feeling with him little self, pull, come closer, and then you feel Victor start to go so. What is father? Miss what is son at that time? It's not gonna know what to do. I say, this for real? I'm gonna deal in Victor could have dead there and say hello little more around there. Me even look upon him. Me not look like bird box, but me say me even look upon him. And him dead. But at the time, he might forget about, but nothing happened, guys. Nothing happened. And he will take over and tell you why nothing happened and what.
Yes, as I said, basically, I was just there watching TV, sitting. But even in the initial state when I just got there, I wasn't even thinking that. I was just there and watching TV. They almost daylight, so I was just going to stay until they light out, make sure she's alright, and then maybe in the morning I would just go around. But then that light bulb go off in my head while she was there wrapping up in the sheet, and I look over and see her and say, but this girl looks sexy and she's cute and all of that. So things start, we're a man, it's a sexy woman and cute woman is like, you start thinking now out of the box and start to wonder if. So now it's gonna be the first time ever I decide I'm gonna work my magic on it. For the first time. All this time I wasn't really interested. See her and she's look attractive and stuff. But I never really, in her younger days before she had kids, I used to, but at that time, it just never worked out. And I never really did force the issue neither, even though she never really was giving me the time of the day because she's the type of person I was at that time. So she never really gave me the time of the day. But for the first time, I said, you know what? I think I have her where I can just work my magic. And
yeah, your magic.
I work my magic and it worked.
It did work, guys, because even though we didn't do anything intimately, dirty, that night, that morning, when I said, when I lie on my side and then he come over, even though Victor wants, this is when he work. Me say Obia, and a magic. Jamaican we say Obia. He work him Obia people. Him Obia me with him and them. Me say the man come and go. So, this was it. Listen. He come and he go so and hug me up. You see one thing go so and hug me up?
Everything done.
Me not know what happened from there so. But we didn't have anything intimately. We just cuddle and that was it. Until the sun morning out. Light.
Done.
And I was like, after he left, because he had to go to work. And then after I was like, what the hell just happened?
And I come back and I spend another night.
I'm like, what the hell? Then he came back and he spent nights. And then he spent nights. And then nothing happened because, I was going through something at that point too. But if it wasn't for that, something would have definitely happened. So about like, it wasn't 2 weeks. Maybe like a week or close to 2 weeks. Yeah, about close to 2 weeks after, that's when we do the dirty. And, but as I said, if it wasn't for that, something was going on with me. He would have. We would have basically get into the, do the do. But I don't know. But it was well worth it. And I don't know, after all that, we were even still hiding. Especially him.
In the initial stage you were hiding.
Even still after that,
even
he was still hiding and I was still, yes.
We didn't want anybody to know.
No,
because people just know us as friends.
Yes.
And
remember Mr. High Tree Fence.
He's the first. That's strange. Like
people
first, I've been with like me and a woman been together and we're hiding from people.
Yeah, but it was kind of nice though.
Yeah,
it was really kind of nice and fun. But I remember we used to have some nice like friends that we grew up together, like and they used to like bother us like about it, like tease us.
After they find out
about it,
and it was a couple weeks after.
Yeah, and they're like, it couldn't hide anymore. It couldn't hide for long. Yeah. It couldn't hide for long because we used to deny it. I'm like, but they no, because even though at the time I still have my people, and he still have his people dealing with, and we were like, but the good thing about it, our people, not from Central Village, but then when I decide, I know you guys are gonna say no. So when you guys really decided, okay, you're gonna take it to the next serious level.
About a month after.
Yeah, that was in the February. Yeah. I remember it's about in the February when we really said, okay, all the hide and seek, like we're done with it. Like people gonna know, like even though we were like speculating, they're like, yeah. We're gonna come out. And we're like, okay, and we sat down, both of us, and we're like, okay, it's gonna be us, and we're gonna like F off with everyone else that we're like, dealing with, and it's gonna be us from now on, and everything not gonna just happen overnight, but we will gradually like work through it. I remember when we sat down and we discussed that, and we just there until we grow. Yeah, we grow, and that was the February in here when 2017, but we basically 2016. No, can I 2016? Are you crazy? 2006.
2006.
2006.
And 2007.
And 2007 we get serious. So guys, yes, 2005, 2006, like the December. That's when we were like, like playing around, and I don't know whatever miracle was working at that time.
It was the day before Christmas.
Yes, literally as we were saying before, it was like on Christmas Eve. Yeah, so everything started to gel in from Christmas Eve, and then the February, one of our friend mom died, and that when literally like put us together like this. That's when like that was the February, and then about the March, April. I don't know. No, it was a year after we get engaged. Yeah, I think it was something about that. But I remember, as I was saying, the February, and then it's about the March, April, but not too long after. We were talking, and he's like, "Okay, you want to get married?" And I was like, "What?" Me frightened when the man says so. I'm like, "What?"
Everything.
You know, my head me. I'm like, we're not even talk 5 months, and this man I come to me about married. I would be truly in my head. I'm telling him everything I'm talk now on camera. We talk about it. I'm like, "When am I gonna do dead?" After no sir, them time I'm not like no, make me young and still whatever, but if I've got 2 kids, I'm still mature enough, and I'm like, everything I'm money for me. Then me I do the road. I'm like, but after I know the money, I will get married to him. Alright, yeah. Because when I know him before, because he was in the US Virgin Islands living for a while, you know, sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Something happened and he had to come back to Jamaica, you know, and I was like, after now when him did name Gary, when him having big job and cars and sitting, when I get married somebody if I know when I have nothing. Alright, yeah, yeah, but that's when things happen. So the moral of the story is sometimes it's not when. Oh my God, Siri, I didn't ask her very much. Shut up. Sorry about that. So basically I was saying the moral of the story is like, sometimes when you plan something like, okay, this is what you want your life to be and everything, it doesn't normally work out like that. Sometimes you got to leave it to God, and he will just work everything out, because he didn't put us together when he was like flashy named Gary or stuff like that. He put us together when he was like literally on his face, and I was just there searching, don't know what, like just out searching, you know.
Yeah, because you were recently get out of a relationship also. That
exactly. And I tell myself, but talking about that, like I totally miss.
You were, when I met you two, you were way slim, stressed out.
Yeah, very stressed. And as I said, that I remember
we were both going through stuff at the
both
time,
going through stuff. And as I said before, this slipped my mind. I remember when we used to have this bench, as Angelina recalls, slaughter bench. Slaughter, I remember sit down and kill people, you know. Yeah, man. We touch the bench there, we just sit down and slaughter and talk the things them. And he used to be on that bench with us too. And whenever he's there, he will just sat there, we will just talk and stuff like that. And I remember I said to him, I don't remember what he said to me, but I exactly remember what I said to him. I'm like, when time you're married, you check me. I swear to God, I said that. I said, right now, I don't want nobody to sound bad, but that's the mindset I was in at that time, because I was hurt. Because I always been this type of, like, all girly dream, like you want to marry and have that family and stuff like that, both your kids and you know, the both parents together and kids like that. That's the mindset I had from when I was younger, and I still do, because that's like, I'm more like a wife. I'm never like a side chick in my head, but sometimes I was a side chick at one point. We all do at some point, but it's like temporary for me. I always have this, I was born to be a wife, kind of like, you know, I was born to be a wife, not a side chick, because like the type of person I am, I take care of my family like full. So I don't want to give that, like, you know, treatment to someone that's temporary, that have their people. No, but that I'm just naturally that, and I can't like hide how I was built. So for me, I have to reserve when I'm like, you know, with people. So I remember when he said to me,
I remember correct, you know.
I don't remember what he said to me though.
Even with the married thing, I don't think I did just come out to you with it like that.
I don't remember. We were there talking about stuff.
We were just talking and vibing at the time, I think.
I don't remember.
And it just come up. And
but whatever it happens, it
just come up.
Whatever. But we didn't even marry. Like, even though he said that at that time.
Yeah, it was at the same time.
It was like over a year after.
Yeah, over a year after. But it just shocking to know that within a couple of months we were like talking.
Yeah.
Marriage.
But like, it wasn't on like a mine or anything. But I really do at some point. I said I always want to get married and stuff, but like because I was so hurt in my past relationship, I was like, nope. Like married myself, because I always take care and do everything, like, you know, stay at home wife. Even though I'm staying at home, I always doing my hair and nails and stuff like that. So I was pretty.
I'm funny enough, you know.
Want to get out of that life, I just wanna.
I'm never somebody who always think that I would ever be married, because I was always against it.
Marriage is a beautiful thing. Nothing happened.
It's a beautiful thing, but
it's just come with a lot of work, right?
I never think about it until after me and her start talking about it. Like, never have been.
Yeah.
A lot of women have tried to get me down that road, and I've never even.
People, all baptize the man, go baptize with me. Baptize the man, go baptize.
Never entertain that argument, and some stuff when I end up
baptizing the people
with her and do with her get baptized. Is a man, me a Rasta.
At church, man, go.
Me a Rasta, me grew up as a Rasta. Even
we don't,
to the day, me a Rasta.
All of them, they get the man though. Easy.
But she get me to do something when me never ever think would have ever. So
them time them did a good boy. No, he's not.
I'm still.
No, he's not. Them time them did a good boy.
Still
but the sweet, like I remember, man, I was like, okay, when I'm married, you will look me when time you're married. When I'm married, that time I will look for you. It was like looking at it now.
But I think at the time when you said that, we weren't even in a relationship.
No, we weren't.
We were just joking around. We weren't together at the time when you said it.
We weren't.
So that's why I was surprised that.
But you know what, guys? I bet I don't remember when we really said, okay, we're really going to get married. Even though we've been together for like over a year, when we really said, okay, yeah, we're going to get married for real.
When
I bet you don't.
On a ring?
No, that's not even the time. Nope, that's way before that. I remember. I don't know for you, but for me, when I make up my mind and said, listen, I'm gonna marry to this guy. I'm gonna give it a try. You know what? I'm not gonna, because I was scared. Because I tell myself after that relationship broke up, I'm like, I don't want to get married. I don't want to do no. I just want to be alone by myself and just living my life single. And it sounds nasty because whatever. I just don't want anybody for myself. That's what I was thinking. The headache, you take it. I don't want to wash, cook, nothing. And I remember I have a sister. And she was saying, when I really feel that freaking, I don't know whatever bug that is, but it's a good ass bug. But at the time, I'm like, I was pricked and bit by like a freaking bug that says, you're in love with Gary now. That bug, and I'm like, what? No. And I was like trying to push it away. I'm like, no, I don't want that. No. Because I'm looking now in love with him, even though we were like, you know, dating and doing stuff. I'm like, I don't want this to get that serious, because I'm gonna have to like do everything that I was doing in my next relationship or better, because it's a different person, a different personality, right? And I'm like, so I was scared. So anyway, I was there and I was crying. He wasn't there. My house was unfinished, still was under construction, and I was there and I sat down on this bucket. I never forget. I sat in this bucket after my sister and I talked, and she was like, sis, Gary's a good person. He's a good guy. You should give him a chance. And I'm like, I know he's a good guy, but like, I don't want to get into that kind of relationship anymore. Like, and she's like, everyone is different. Yeah, she really talked some sense into me. But even though she told me that, I still have to sit down and process it myself on my own. So I was there crying my eyes out on a bucket at Central Village, Matches Lane, in the unfinished house. Sat on that bucket and I was crying. And I don't know what shit me a chat say, but me a chat, you know. And me a chat, me say God wants a prayer, especially when you're at your lowest. And was there crying because I was still going through the loss of my son. Like, you know, not like they die or anything, but you know, they migrate. And I was like going through that process still, even though it was like more than a year after. And I was there and I was like, God, why you're a prayer? Anything you pray for, you will get, yeah? Anything you pray for, you will get, for you believe. But then I pray. I don't know if I pray, I pray, I talk, but I know God I talk to. I sleep on the bucket and I bawl. That I'm not cry. I bawl and water run and I look on the ground. I pee water like some dash of water there. I'm very emotional and anybody who know me, yep. And then I say, God, but don't want to go in no more relationship. I tell you already, but if you really do it, this is your will, let it be done. But may I beg you, please send somebody. If I Gary, please make him be that person for me. Send somebody like me. Send somebody like me, and send somebody who have them house. Send somebody who have them washing machine. And I'm gonna tell you why that washing machine come up. It's like the little things, but I'm gonna tell you why that washing machine part I asked for that, which is like, why washing machine? Anybody can go and buy a machine, but in Jamaica at the time most people wash with their hands and stuff like that. But because I was in the relationship before, couldn't afford no washing machine or whatever old school wash. And me want a fair wash, and them the big tough jeans, me look at girl little so. With 2 pitney affair out 1 bag of clothes, and me neat to know, so if jeans long, jeans, shorts, white, that's some hang them out, you know. Yeah man, well organized. So, and me not see nothing like that, and when me get out of the whole relationship, like, you know, it didn't worth it, but my 2 kids do, right, which I love so dearly. So because of all that, I'm like, I don't want to have no man again and have to sit and wash them clothes. So no, me not wash no more man clothes. Me don't want nobody ever. So how the house come in, me say me don't want nobody ever for tell me to come out of them house again, ever. So anything that me have, the man for have. That was my whole thing. That was my whole thing, you know. Anything that me have him for have. So me say, God, make him man have a house himself. Make him have a machine, washing machine. Make him have everything when me have, when me desire to have, I make have the same mindset, because me can't take the problem again. I'm dead in a ball and I ask God from. And yes, I did him. He did have in house, me have for me, and him having washing machine. Me ain't have none for myself, no, but him having washing machine. Eventually him get my own machine, but him have him one. Me and that's just thing, you know. And it's simple, guys, but show the simple things in life, and we work on that, and we were all good. And yeah, and then rest we do. And what put the icing on the cake now, it was a Good Friday, guys. And God work now. Listen now, my dad has a church, right? I grew up in the church, but I really, I'm the kind of person like this. I really like to
Let me get this in though. Everything happens in this relationship so fast because within a month and something after, we get serious, and then within a year and something after, we get married, and by 2 years time she got pregnant and we had a son together.
Yeah, but I want to tell them before you got apart there.
So everything.
Or we really sorry I gonna really get married if you do after my sister. I want them follow the line.
Everything happen fast.
Yes, I want them follow the line and see how God work. So as I was saying, it was an Good Friday, and my very close friend always invite me to church, and my dad have a church, but I just always said, oh, I can't bother you, because them always bother me about church, because I'm baptized and sign up from a little. I'm baptized again in time I get older me and him. But I'm like, I want to go to a different church. I want something different. I want to go to my father's church and I used to go there, go laugh after people and such, which I do. So I want to go to one church and I feel like I go to church. When I pay attention and focus. So my friend always invite me to come to our church, and I say I'm not going away every time. I never tell her that. I say every time, I soon come. Anyway, basically, you can tell people something but not pressure them. When they're ready, they will go on their own, just like that. So I got up that morning, and I was like, something was compelling me, like, go to church. And I'm like, what? And I look at the time and I'm like, but it's late. Me I find excuse, but it's late. But me can't, but I forgot press. But me can't. And I don't know. I called my friend. I'm like, are you going to church today? And she's like, yes. You wanna come? And I'm like, I don't know. And me I tell her, oh, me can't, but I press. She said, me will come press. Everything me tell her, she have an answer. Did she come? Yes, she did. She come to my house and she said, where are we? And she press everything for me. Pat, big up yourself. And she come and she press for me and everything. And we did, and I went to church, and she didn't know, as me say. So and nothing for she go tell her pastor, say, Pastor, Stacey come at church, so you know, talk out our deeds. I never nothing like that. And I I went to her church that day, and that church was rampack. Everybody know Jamaica. When it comes to those type of days like Christmas and Easter, church rampack, and the rest of the time not really that full. So that day I went to church, and that pastor, I think Bishop Harriet, may his soul rest in peace. You did what you're supposed to do, and it was done. So we were at the church, and I was sitting way in the back. And while I was in the back, that lady was there preaching. I don't know if I preach as just a talk or where God a leader, but she talk. And she spit some facts, and because me fast, just like the rest of people them, she talks about people life, and me did and I listen to me, me ears then turn up so like I know the time they didn't want me the woman to talk about. No. Then the people them start to look around like myself, who? And me I look twice, I don't want me the woman to talk, and the lady I talk some stuff, and man, I tell her what really draw my attention to women was me she talk, and I literally started to feel guilty. She started to say, listen me. There's a couple in here and they know themselves. But yeah, look, and she said the woman is scared. Both of them scared, but the woman is scared. And trust me, God is in the vessel. Your guy's gonna get married. And she said that woman is holding on to a long. So when I chat and I watch church with other people, that woman is holding on to her past relationship. And at the time, to be honest with you, I didn't get over as much as I was hurt. I didn't get over that relationship. Something was still there. And and even she's still talking, and I was like, Then her eye contact. Eye contact is the key. She started to stare at me. And I was looking at her, and I was like, I started to feel away. Then she said, the person know. And she was talking some other stuff that I don't even want to talk here. But Pat, you remember, big up yourself. And she called me. She cussed so. She shut out her hand. I don't want to get up. Get up, where? I don't want to get up, my love. But what she do? She come right down there, come take me up. She said, the woman come take me up, because I tell you, see them something there? Me, as much as I grew up in a church, I think I'm in denial. I know stuff happen and people can really maybe see your life or manifest things. I don't know. But me always say enough time not a thing no do them or people go tell them. That's just me. So when she come and she grab me and bring me up there, instantly it's like a river. Me just a ball so for what me no know. Me just a ball, and then what? She can't take him. You remember? And when she take him,
but everything when she talk was manifested. And
when she take him up,
truly.
She come and she put it to her. That is the day when we basically get married. Would I tell her that? Yep. She come and she take him. She put it to her hand together so. Yep. And she pray and she did that. She talk and she said, I'm married to him. Don't be afraid. Everything gonna be alright. Trust God. And she tell me some other things too. She said, I know you want to go to school. She tell me everything. She said, I know what you want. You're going to get everything. Everything. She said, you're going to get your car. I see the key. I never forget. She said, that them time there. Same color. So you're going to get a silver car. She said, you're going to get everything. Everything you're going to get. But first you have to give your life to God. And you're going to get married. When she did it, I don't say nothing. I was just there crying and shaking. Literally shaking. And I tell her, say, me, Stacy, aka Finey. I don't really believe that in something like that. They ever take it joke and laugh. Yep. But it happened. And
everything happened. Just seeing everything what she said, all of it happened.
It happened,
Everything.
Yeah, so basically that's how we met, and then we did one other video until all the wedding part. The video got too long. Our next video where we do and tell about how the wedding part go. Need to know, not gonna laugh till it pop up. Yeah man, that is our next video. Yes you guys. So that's basically how Gary and Stacy met. We've been married for how many years now? How many years now we married? We don't know.
So long?
You don't remember? What, 13 years?
This year this year, like 13.
Wow. I don't remember. May I get all of that?
August coming on like 13.
August when? You in my date?
Yeah, the 14th.
Like I don't even remember. But yeah, been married for 13 years this year. Not bad, right? But I can tell you, 13 years, bittersweet, not easy because enough time I want to kill him. Yeah, there are times I feel like, why the hell did I get married? Which we all do. But if you don't have them challenges there, it's not a relationship, right? It's more like a freaking boat or something. Yes, there's a reason why they call relationship is gonna have a star and stuff. But yeah, when you love each other, that's really good. But sometimes I don't feel like I love you. True. Sometimes I don't even know. Sometimes I don't know. I'm confused. I just know what I just want to run away. Can't say I'm miserable. I know I'm miserable, man, but miserable of the right thing because here one of people.
Everything alright.
He's more laid back, but me not like too much. It's worry a Virgo. I miss that out. It's worry a Virgo, but I'm an August Virgo, and he's a September Virgo. So that's just that. But anyways, guys, I will do another video. I'll let you know how the marriage is. Right? So until then, peace out. Bye. Tell them bye. Next time, guys. Mwah.